Hey everyone, it's your girl Layla. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of Vlogmas. So in today's video, I have made a list of 25 bucket list items that I would like to do. Not this holiday season per se, but this winter in general, because winter is such a long season here. So I live in Canada, Western Canada to be exact. Our winters are literally 6 months long. They're really annoying. Like, I hate having winter for 6 months long. Even though I like the season, I guess. I don't know. There's stuff I do like about winter. I like how pretty the snow is. I don't like driving in snow, but I like when trees are covered in snow. I like being able to go skating outside. I like sweater weather, just wearing like layers and stuff like that. And I love like the holiday season. I don't think the holiday season is quite complete without snow. I don't think lights, if you have Christmas lights, I don't think they look as good without snow on the ground. So I wanted to do a little bit of a bucket list and tell you guys all the things that I want to do this winter. So some of these things I have already done this winter season, but the first thing on my list is to go to the Noel Festival, which is an indoor lighting festival in Calgary. They have one for Edmonton too. That was also on my list, but the Calgary one is a little bit closer and I see myself going to that one versus driving all the way to Edmonton to see the other one. But it's basically like an indoor Christmas market and there's like Christmas lights indoors. If the angle at all changed in this video, or at least in this one little clip, it's because my camera stopped recording and I realized that I was missing like the beginning half of my video. So the Noel Festival is located in Calgary and it's in the like Calgary Stampede area. I believe it's in one of the like main buildings there. And yeah, it's basically just like an indoor lighting festival. You can go there, take pictures. I think you have to pay like 20 bucks to get in. They have a Christmas market, they have like photo opportunities and all of that stuff. So I do want to check that out. I think it's pretty new. I think they just started that this year. The next thing I have on my list is to go to the Spruce Meadows lights, and I haven't been in the past like few years, I would say. I live pretty far away from Spruce Meadows. I did go there for the Christmas market. I believe it was the first day of Vlogmas, but they do have, I forget how many lights exactly. I think it's like, I feel like 300 is such a small number. I think maybe like 30,000 Christmas lights or something like that, and you can basically drive through all of these trees, all of these like, Spruce Meadows is actually pretty big. It's like a horse track and it's at the edge of Calgary, so you can drive around for a while and look at Christmas lights. All of the trees are decorated. They go all out every single year. It's cool if there's a lot of snow outside and it's cold and you just don't want to go outside and look at Christmas lights. This is just so you know, you can go in your car and you can drive around, you can be warm, you can drink your hot chocolate. So it's definitely one of those winter activities that is really like just classic and that I really enjoy doing. So the next item I have on my list is to go to the zoo lights. I haven't been in a few years, I believe. Yeah, it's been a little while. Andy and I, when we started dating, we used to go like every single year, but we haven't been in the past like maybe three years now. But basically it's one of those outdoor lighting things. They decorate the whole entire zoo with Christmas lights and they're all shaped like different things. It's pretty similar to the Airdrie lights and the Confederation Park lights, which I've already done this year, but it costs money to get in. No, unfortunately, you can't look at animals while there's Christmas lights on. I don't know why. I guess because it's dark. Number 4 is to go to the Confederation Park lights, which I've already done this year. It's similar to the zoo lights, but it's free and it's in this big huge park in this big field, and I went there for Vlogmas Day 2 if you guys want to check it out. Number 5 is to go to the Airdrie lights and Christmas train. So this I already did for Vlogmas. Again, this is another item crossed off my list. And the Airdrie lights and Christmas train. So there is basically this Christmas train that goes around all of Canada, and it goes to, I believe, all the major cities and all of the little towns around the major cities, and they all stop. So they stop and do like a Christmas concert. We did the Airdrie lights on the same night, so again, very similar to the Calgary Zoo and the Confederation Park lights, but they're like outdoor lights. you walk around and look at them, and it was freezing cold that day, but I would like to go back at least once. So the next item I have on my list is to drive around and look at all the Christmas lights. So I did that this past weekend, but I would like to go around to more communities and look at all of their Christmas lights. It's something that I enjoy doing, and I remember doing a lot as a kid and just driving around looking at Christmas lights. And I know that a lot of people go all out with their decorations, and yeah, so I do want to do that again. I like being in the comfort of my car because I don't like being cold. All you have to do is, you know, wear a light sweater or something, get into your car, get some hot chocolate, and drive around, look at lights. So I definitely want to do that again. I want to do it with my mom as well because I don't think I've taken my mom out to look at Christmas lights this year just yet, so that is definitely another item on my list. Number 7 is to go to a Christmas party. So I actually missed my work Christmas party because I had to work, so there is that. Other than that, I really haven't been invited to any other Christmas parties, so except for Andy's, but his work Christmas party isn't until January, but I would like to go to one this month before like the holidays and Christmas is over. I would like to go to at least one Christmas party. I haven't been invited to one just yet though, so I don't know how that's gonna happen. Number 8 is to host a Christmas party. So last year I actually did an ugly Christmas party here at my house, an ugly Christmas sweater party. So we built gingerbread houses, listened to Christmas music and all of that stuff, and I would like to do that again, except my friends' schedules and my schedules just don't line up properly where I can do that. I also live pretty far away from everybody, and not everybody likes driving out of town, which is unfortunate. So there's that, but I would like to do that again. Number 10 is to wear an ugly Christmas sweater. So I want to find an occasion, probably like when I'm Christmas shopping or something like that, and just wearing an ugly Christmas sweater. Or I could wear one to work or something like that. Be like festive, I guess. So if I can't have an ugly Christmas sweater party, I would like to wear an ugly Christmas sweater because I have one from Forever 21 from last year. I got it on Boxing Day. It was on sale and it's really, really cute. Number 11 is to go skating at Olympic Plaza. So Olympic Plaza is this outdoor rink in downtown Calgary. They light it up every Christmas, or like I think they run until maybe February, until the ice starts to melt a little bit. Well, I don't know why it would melt in February because it's still super cold, but you guys know what I mean. Like they run from December, I believe, until I think it's either February or March, and they light it up. It's really pretty. In the wintertime, they do like Christmas decorations and everything around there. It's all lit up and it's really pretty at night. So I would go at night, not during the day. The next item I have on my list is to go skating at Abraham Lake. So Abraham Lake is probably about 2 hours, 3 hours drive, and it is a lake that has these really cool frozen bubbles. So it's definitely like an Instagram date or Instagram worthy sort of location, I guess. So a lot of people do their wedding pictures there, a lot of people do their engagement pictures there just because it's an interesting background for your pictures. A frozen lake with bubbles, like it looks so cool. So I have wanted to do that for a while, and I do want to do that this winter. Number 13 is to go to a winter carnival. So I used to live in a small town and they used to have a winter carnival every year. I haven't been able to go to one since I moved to Alberta. I know they have them. I believe Banff has one and Canmore has one as well. So I would like to do that this year. Number 14 is to go to the Lake Louise Ice Festival. So this isn't until the end of January, beginning of February, but a bunch of different countries basically compete and build these crazy ice sculptures. I did try to go last year. I remember driving there, but I think they were like closing or something like that, and I didn't actually get to go in and look at all the sculptures. But I pretty much almost go every year, and then they have this big huge ice castle that they build on Lake Louise, like on the actual lake, and you can go skating there, you can take pictures there, etc. So definitely want to do that this year. Number 15 is to go snowshoeing. Now I don't think that this is going to happen necessarily. I don't know, we'll see what happens because I don't have snowshoes. I don't know anybody else that has snowshoes, so we're gonna have to try to find a place to rent snowshoes and a place to go out snowshoeing. Maybe at Chester Lake, because Chester Lake looks super pretty, and a lot of people from the hiking group I'm in actually do go snowshoeing and what is it called? Skiing, but like on a flat surface. I forget what that's called. Cross country skiing at Chester Lake, because it's a really, really pretty just a really pretty view, and I've never been there, so I would like to definitely go there this year. Number 16 is to go to a hockey game. I at least try to go to one every single year. I'm not a fan of my city's team because I didn't grow up here. I grew up in BC, so I am a Vancouver Canucks fan. But going to an NHL game is fun regardless, even if you're not a fan of the team that you live, city that you live in's team. Even if you're not a fan, going to an NHL game regardless is just a lot of fun, and yeah, I would definitely like to go to one this year. Number 17 is to go to the Hot Chocolate Festival. So the Hot Chocolate Festival is not until February, but basically a lot of local cafes, local restaurants, anything like that, they all have their own creations. So they create the most amazing like gourmet hot chocolates. They put weird stuff in it, like weird combinations of flavors that you wouldn't think would taste good together, like, you know, chili pepper and dark chocolate, and like, that's not weird, but they do have some weird flavors. They had one with like lavender honey and orange peel, I think, last year. They had a bunch of different ones, and yeah, so they basically compete to see who has the best hot chocolate at the end of February. So I definitely want to go to that one again. I did only go to one last year and it was amazing. It was the best hot chocolate I've ever had. Number 18 is to bake some Christmas goodies. So I was gonna try to do that this week. I have some time off and I never have time off, so maybe I'll attempt to make, you know, that bark stuff, the chocolate bark with all the nuts and stuff like that. I'm gonna attempt to make that because I heard it's pretty easy to make. I haven't baked in a while. I also want to attempt to make an eggnog cheesecake because it was Andy's birthday yesterday and he loves eggnog and he loves cheesecake, so I'm gonna try. Number 19 is to find a light up tree for outside as well as my room. So if you guys know those like trees that are made out of wires, pretty much, they're like wires and fairy lights, and a lot of people in my area actually have them outside, but I want one for my room. And I think they have them at Michael's. My mom said that they have like the really tiny ones at Michael's, and they have a little bit of a bigger style tree. I did see them at Bluegrass when I went there to do a little bit of vlogging. I think it was like Vlogmas Day 4 or something like that when I went Christmas shopping. So I did see them around, but I didn't get around to buying one for myself. So I would like to have one in my room. Number 20 is to go Boxing Day shopping. So Boxing Day is the day after Christmas, if you guys didn't know, and it's pretty much like Boxing Week now. So it's a week of deals and sales and everything like that, and I don't know, I just want to restock up on my like clothing and Bath and Body Works items like lotions and stuff like that. Nothing too major that I want to buy during Boxing Day, just like small stuff. Number 21 is to find a light projector for next year, and that's on sale. So this is another Boxing Day item that I want to pick up. And if you guys have seen those like projectors, you put them outside on your house and they reflect a bunch of different lights. The lights either like sparkle, which I really like. I like the little like subtle little sparkles, and then they have ones that go crazy like disco lights. So I would like to find one on sale because they kind of get pretty pricey from what I've seen. Number 22 is to watch A Christmas Story and other Christmas movies. So I haven't watched A Christmas Story in a couple years, and I would like to rewatch that one. I did watch Christmas Vacation because that is like a classic. I watch that every year, like every December. That is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. But I'd also like to find some other ones that are on Netflix that are not too cheesy, but still like Christmassy at the same time. Number 23 is to go to Edmonton and see the ice sculptures. So Edmonton has this thing every year. It's not like Lake Louise where it's just like a few like small ice sculptures and everybody competes against each other. This one is like a big castle of ice, and it has like different little things inside. It's this huge thing, and I haven't been in a couple years, I would say. I didn't go last year, but I might have gone the year before. It's always super cold. I feel like that's the one thing that's different about Edmonton and Calgary. Calgary can get like mild weather, like right now we're having a Chinook, so it's kind of a little bit mild outside, but Edmonton is just always cold during the winter, so I don't really like going there. But the ice sculptures are really cool. The ice, I think it's called ice castles, I believe. Yeah, the ice castles are awesome. They're in Hollerack Park and they are just amazing. If you haven't been, if you're from Calgary, it's worth the drive. Number 24 is to go and see Candy Cane Lane in Edmonton. I might be a little bit too late for this, but it's again one of those like Christmas light type deals. So I believe it's actually houses. It's a bunch of people that live on the same street that go all out and go crazy with Christmas lights. And I would really like to see that. I did have plans to go to Edmonton this month, but we didn't end up going, unfortunately. Number 25 is to get a gingerbread latte from Second Cup. So Second Cup has really good holiday drinks, and I know that they're super underrated. A lot of people go to Starbucks, get their, you know, chestnut praline latte, but Second Cup, you guys, if you haven't tried their holiday drinks, they are amazing, and their gingerbread lattes honestly are better than Starbucks by far, and they use like natural ingredients in their items. So that is pretty much it for my holiday bucket list slash winter season bucket list. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the next episode of Vlogmas. Bye everyone.